Congrats to the Raptors, first NBA title, landmark achievement in many ways. The inventor of the game of basketball, Dr. James Naismith, Canadian. And now the entire country has embraced the Raptors. Also pretty remarkable, the team they beat. And I know it was a wounded Golden State team, but still not easy knocking off the champs. The Warriors have been an incredible franchise, a modern-day dynasty. They reinvented the game of basketball. But when Klay Thompson went down last night, he took any slim hopes with him to the locker room. And then there's Kawhi Leonard. He didn't want to come to Toronto this year. He made the most of it, had a historical playoff run. He's now won 2 NBA championships. He's been the MVP in 2 NBA championships. He got some help from people that nobody knew until the playoffs started. Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, a former playoff GOAT. You got Marc Gasol in there, Serge Ibaka. It was a wild series. It really was. And I think if you go back to the beginning of the year, let's go back to October. And when we looked at the foregone conclusion that Golden State was going to win, as big a favorites as we've probably had in sports in recent memory. Maybe you go back to the Bulls in the 90s, mid-90s, and maybe the Patriots when they went undefeated and lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. But to be those kind of favorites, and I said the only way Golden State loses if they lose 2 of their players. And that's what happened. They lost 2 of their players. You had Klay Thompson getting injured last night, torn ACL. Kevin Durant was already out. Kevon Looney, now he's a role player, but still, you needed those minutes against a deeper, fresher Toronto team. He was playing on grit, guts, and I don't know what else. They bandaged him together. Andre Iguodala, not 100%. Sean Livingston, probably the last game that he'll play in the NBA. You had Steph Curry, who was worn down. Klay Thompson had injured his hamstring earlier in the series. They were lucky to get anything out of this group. You had DeMarcus Cousins, had 1 great appearance. They leaned on him as much as they could. Draymond Green played well last night, but it wasn't enough. Toronto was a better team. And I don't know if it's a foregone conclusion because people are going to want to attach an asterisk to this. And you know what I said, kiss my asterisk, because you beat who's in front of you. We shouldn't be remembering the team that lost as much as the team that won. But you're looking at a Toronto team that did what they were supposed to do. They won on the road. They won when their star player didn't play great. They won with a group effort. They won with a coach that nobody knew about in Nick Nurse. In fact, Mike Budenholzer was going to get that job, and they decided to go with Nick Nurse, who had not had head coaching experience in the NBA. A wild series, the Raptors fitting champs after an unpredictable and entertaining NBA Finals.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.